Hello, everybody. Hi. Just waiting for everything to be set. So I'm Tanya Baldwin from Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy Self, and this is Friday. So we're just going to wait for a couple of people to show up because I did come on right on the 1 minute before mark. Hi, user. I'm wondering if it's one that I've pulled a card for before. Good morning. How are you? How's your cat? Cute cat. All right, so we're just going to get started here with the cards that I pulled for the collective reading. And then after that, we'll get into individual card pulls. So if you want your name put on the list, we put the list. But just remember, you're going to have to wait a little bit because we have to read through all the cards. So good morning, Angela. How are you? And good morning to whoever's on Facebook or LinkedIn or YouTube or on the other ones. Hello, everybody. Okay, so our message today, let's start with the card that I pulled from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck, which is the why in protection mode. So the why in protection mode really means just understanding your why, because sometimes your why even gets a little bit hidden from you, right? So those situations. Good morning, Marla. Thanks. We'll connect. We can connect later too. So what is the reasoning behind why you're doing things? And do you really understand the actual reason why, right? Sometimes it's hidden from even us, right? So like you think you want to get back together with that person, but what you really want to do is just be the one to be the person that says it's over, right? Like you think it's, oh, I really care about this person. I'm connected to them. I should get together with them. And then you get back together with them and you're like, it's the same old thing. I actually didn't want to be together with you. I just wanted to be the one to end the relationship, right? Like that kind of thing. Or you want a certain role in work, but the reason why you want the role at work is because of the notoriety, not the responsibility of the actual role. You just want the accolades that come from being in, say, a bigger position. So that's what this card is asking you to do, is look at why. Why are you making the decisions that you're making, and making sure that they're not hidden from you as well, right? So being honest with yourself. Okay, so let's see what our supporting cards are. Now, I pulled Virgo again, and we've already learned about Virgo through the astrology oracle, but we'll read a little bit about Virgo again, and we'll just look at some of the messages that are from that card and how they help. Good morning, Melinda. How are you? So remember, anyone that's on TikTok, the tappings help because it expands the reach of the video. And for anyone that's on Facebook and those, just say hello. Just say hello. Let me know who you are, where you're from. And I'm glad that you're great. That's awesome. Happy to have you back. Okay, so Virgo, for those of us who don't know, I have Virgo moon. So I know Virgo a little bit, emotionally anyway. So Virgo is symbolized by a woman or a goddess holding a sheaf of wheat. The mutable earth sign, Virgo, is ruled by Mercury. Wheat can only feed the multitudes once the grain is sorted from the chaff. Virgo is connected to the nervous system and the intestinal tract. Hello, Gladys. How are you? I'm doing great too, Melinda. Sorry, I kind of glossed over that, but I am doing fantastic. My son came out and hung out with me last night, so that made my day, made my evening. And so, yes, I had a wonderful evening. I'm happy today. So the look for the grain and release the shaft. Weed, harvest, sort. Something in this situation needs to be sorted, edited, or reorganized in order to bring in its harvest, whether you're asking about a relationship, a work project, or the culture in which you work. Virgo wants you to be specific. Sort and release a habit, not a person. And change how you interact, but not necessarily with whom you interact. Aw, nice. I love it. I see my mama tomorrow. I'll see my mama tomorrow. So remember, the why was asking us to get real about why we were doing the things. Virgo's asking us to sort our stuff out, right? Get rid of the weeds, get rid of all of that. Good morning, Linda, my love. And good morning, Mirth. How are you, lovely? And I will definitely put you on the list for a card, Mirth. Awesome. So our challenge is, if you just weed the garden and don't plant or cultivate, all you have is an empty bed. So we want to make sure that we're definitely, hi, 444, angel number. So it may be time. Sorry, if you just read it, editing without creating gives you no content. Sometimes you have to ask, because Virgo is very much like perfectionist, right? Like we want to nitpick until it's perfect, and we want to just keep going and going and going. So we have to be careful that we don't nitpick too much, right? We get into the whys, we find out the whys, the reason why we're doing it. We do some sorting and editing, but we don't edit everything out, right? We have to be creating too. I like that. We don't want to just have a blank garden. We don't want to weed it all out. So the gift is, this world is gloriously complex. Virgo encourages us to see how the details fit together, how the leaves and twigs make up a forest. Light and shadow co-create our image of the whole. Rather than judge the worth of the part, pay attention to the necessary role each piece plays. The chaff protects the wheat so it can grow and therefore has value, even if it's not editable. Perceive not just with your mind, but with your mind, heart, and spirit together, right? So we want to be really assessing what's in our environment and sorting and editing it, okay? But we want to be careful, because sometimes it might seem like it's useless, but it actually has a value, like the chaff, right? That's what that message is about. So the next one that I pulled was the perfect storm, number 44. And this is about the courage to step into life. So let's see how this relates to our why and our editing process that we're going through. So when the perfect storm appears, it cautions you to be ready for an exciting, if turbulent time. The winds are picking up, and you need to make sure that you are close to the eye of the storm, or you will be buffeted by gusts that may take you far from where you need to be. The key is to remain centered and balanced and bear witness as the forces build in intensity. Notice how the loose stuff is starting to fly around, and recognize how little of it you truly need. So again, we're doing a sorting process. No, I'm not sure if you're asking me to like be naked right now or take my clothes off right now. Like, I don't know if that's what you're asking for, Clara. Naked right now, please. I don't know. This is not that kind of show. So let go of those thoughts, beliefs, and attitudes that clutter your heart and cloud your mind. Then the storm will be absolutely perfect for you. If you wonder what you might lose during the perfect storm, know that it is those things that we are most attached to that are taken first, as if life were trying to unburden us of our righteous self-importance. Let it all go with the wind. The less you resist the change brought about by the perfect storm, the happier you will be. Ride the winds to your next destination. Embrace the rain or snow. Remember that every time you try to argue with nature, you lose. The perfect storm can also be called for you to seize the moment. There might be great opportunity for you that you need to take advantage of right now. Carpe diem, seize the day, right? I am over editing as part of Energetic Career Loves to the end. Yeah. Hi, Marla, still watching. Lovely. Yes. So here the time is of the essence. It may be gone shortly, so do not hesitate. Go ahead, bite off more than you can chew, and take the storm on in all of its terrifying greatness, experiencing the fullness of life. You will indeed succeed. So there is the message of success through all of it, right? But we've really got to understand our why, do some editing and clearing up stuff, let go of the attachment that we have to things, because something might come in and just sweep it away, but know that we're going to be fine when we get through it anyway. So the card that I pulled for tarot to support the oracle cards is the Six of Swords. So let's see how the Six of Swords plays out with the rest of these cards. So transition, help arriving at the perfect time, rites of passage, healing, moving beyond trauma or shadows of the past, support from others, personal evolution, a spiritual transition or journey. So in the shadow seer position, so we should be aware of our shadow seer position, difficulties accepting help, resistance to change, arduous transitions, carrying baggage and weight from your past. So that whole storm that's coming along to sweep that stuff all away, that's, it's an important part for this to happen, right? We want to let go of the baggage that we resist letting go of. Sometimes we hold on to people or things that are not meant for us, that aren't good for us, right? But we just so don't want to let go of it. And sometimes we hold on to things that are part of that. Just hang on 1 second. Can you turn that down, sweetie? Christopher? Christopher,
Yeah.
can you turn it down a little bit?
Sorry.
Thank you. Sorry, I felt like that was just loud. Hello, Pankush. How are you this morning? Nice to see you. So let's go with the message for that. You're moving through a period of realignment and things can feel turbulent. We were talking about the perfect storm being turbulent. And during these times of transition, trust that a better future awaits you on the other side of this change. Maybe you're going through a rite of passage or an intense spiritual transformation. These experiences are profoundly personal, and you may feel alone right now. Even when it is difficult to accept assistance from others, remain open to receiving help from the most unexpected of places. Allow the gentle support of the universe to move you through this ocean of evolution and lean towards silver linings on the horizon. More sunshine? Yes, please. Sometimes we find ourselves adrift because we think we are ready to move on, but our heart is still anchored to the past. What old chapter needs to be closed? Chase guidance in the form of renewed hope and get ready to explore fresh beginnings on the opposite shore. I accept help as I easily cross this transition. So I think that that's a beautiful, beautiful thing. And somebody, for some reason, thinks that in my oracle reading that they've stepped into like an OnlyFans or some other show because they keep repeatedly asking me to get naked. Well, it's not going to happen. So good morning. We need a card. And I totally will pull a card for you, Krista. Absolutely. You're on the list. So I have 3 people on the list now. I'll put 4 on because I have a funny feeling I'm going to get a couple more asking to be on the list as soon as I say that. We are getting close to the end of the reading. So if you want on the list, where's my Y card? All right. So we had Y in protection mode. I could get a card for you, Linda. Definitely. So we've got the Y in protection mode. So know your why. Know your why. Really, really think about it because it might be even a little bit hidden from you. Okay. Virgo asking us to look at our stuff, do a detailed editing of our stuff, but make sure that we're not throwing away things that we think might be unimportant because they might actually be important to the process. But also as we're editing out that stuff to make sure that we're still being creative and pulling things in. Definitely, Angela. I put you on the list right away. Like you started the list this morning, Angela. As soon as you put your name down, I went list. Sorry, that made me chuckle. Okay. So we have Virgo, that editing process. We have the perfect storm, right? So this transition period that's coming in. There's something coming in and it's pulling stuff. And it might be pulling stuff that we feel really, really attached to. Right? Because it's going to take those things from us first. But then we're going to be left with other stuff, right? So we want to really get through that storm that's there, but we are going to get through it. We also need to help. We actually have to accept the help that's freely given. And it might come from an unexpected place. So somebody like me might pop into your life, or some friend might just show up that you haven't spoken to for years, and they might just have the solution or the help that you need at that time. So there you go. Naked juice promo. There we go. We'll do some naked juice for the person on YouTube that keeps asking me to take my clothes off. I don't think they understand that's a ridiculous thing to ask for, and that they're just wasting our time because they're wasting theirs too. They're wasting their time asking me for something that's never going to happen. There you go, right? It just shows up. It shows up when you need it. All right. So now we're into the individual card pulls. Hello, Sarah from England. How are you today? So this card is for Angela. Let's see what Angela's card is. I think that's a pretty good morning. Good morning, Alexandria. How are you, love? And Linda, I do have you written down for a card. Higher power in protection mode for Angela. Okay, so if anyone else wants on the list, you let me know and I'll write you on the list as we go. But I'm going to read this card for Angela. Number 4, higher power in protection. So now is the time to examine what you are giving energy and attention to in the back of your mind. So if you're having those thoughts that are those running around, or overthinking, or, your fear-based thought, or ruminating, right? That's what you want to be looking at, is what's going on in the thoughts in your mind. So if you're obsessing about being right, about old resentments or failed expectations, about money, or about any other people, places, or things, these will be from the source from which you create, right? So if we're all worried, right, we're in that energy, our mindset is in that energy. It really stalls our creativity when we're worried and when we're stressing, right? We get caught up in that information. And also, it's that whole concept of this is where you create from. So if you're in that worry mindset, if you're worrying about things, you will find more things to worry about. If you're negative mindset, you're going to have more things to be negative about. When you're grateful, you'll find more things to be grateful or thankful for, right? So that's what it's talking about you create from that sense of what your thoughts are. So you want spirit to be your highest sword. And Alexandria, you most definitely can. I'm lovely. I feel very, very happy and positive, and I don't know, just good days. So you want spirit to be your highest power. You want your spirit to be your source, right? So take heart, for your higher power will never desert you and is always waiting for you to remember the sacred partnership you share. So turn away from other sources of power that don't serve your highest good. There is no greater source than spirit. You can always surrender your troubles and trust that they will being taken care of. You are in good hands, right? So we want to tap on the screen to get likes. I'm fantastic. Thank you so much, Melinda. You're amazing. We're gonna get to Greece. We're gonna get to Greece. We're gonna go to an energy shop. We're gonna open up a retreat. We're gonna have Mamma Mia experience. We're gonna sing in clubs, and we're gonna like karaoke all over Greece and get some sunshine. And maybe I'll meet my oh my God, I forgot what his name is. Pierce Brosnan. I'll meet my Pierce Brosnan. Isn't he who played in Mamma Mia? That's the dad. Because she had the three guys that she wasn't sure who was the dad to the girl. And Pierce Brosnan. So I'll take my Pierce Brosnan. We're going to Greece to find him, and he's in we're going to the energy shop. We're gonna have a wonderful life. And I'm going to do a live all the way from the energy. I'm going to do lives from Greece. I'm happy that was helpful for you, Angela. Okay, after Angela is Mirth. We have a very small list today. We even have a small showing, having only 7. Yes, we'll go together, Krista. We'll have I think we would have a wonderful I honestly, like, if you knew this person that I'm talking to, this Krista, her and I think there'd be just too much giddy energy. Like, we would have the best Mamma Mia experience in Greece. It would be hilarious. It would be hilarious. So we are definitely, and Sarah, definitely you can be on the list. Okay, this is for Mirth. And hi, Marcy, how are you? I can put you on the list too if you'd like. All right. So remember, on TikTok, the way that I hit a bigger audience is through likes. So all you have to do is tap your screen, and that'll get likes, and it'll share the video to a wider audience. And there we go. Right? And swimming in the water. It'll be perfect. Okay, Mirth. You get all chatty, and then I don't pull the cards. No, Mirth's popped up, right? Oh, okay. This one. To be fair. Yes, I love it. I love it. We've got a perfect group. Marcy. I love it. We have a huge we're getting a perfect group of people together that are going to go and have this so maybe that's what we need to be manifesting. We'll manifest our collective energy, that we get the finances together so that we can go to Greece and we can have this wonderful retreat in Greece, and we'll all go. And there's definitely karaoke on board and swimming and dancing. So for Mirth, your card is To Be Fair, number 38. So let's see what the message is for Mirth. Number 38. One more. There we go. To be fair. Balance, justice, a need to consider options, mutual benefit, the law of cause and effect. Life offers experiences. Definitely, Marcy, you're in. We're all in. Melinda, Marcy, we're getting a whole crew. We've got a whole group together. We'll just make it this big, beautiful. It'll be the Divine Feminine Healing Collective takes over Greece. We'll just take over Greece. It'll be all this wonderful female energy just on the shores. It'll be perfect. It'll be perfect. So life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time they strike a balance. You move from being, from stasis to doing, from discovering to loving to letting go to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all those states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause, there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. It's a beautiful message, right? It sounds like a cult, but it isn't. It isn't. I agree with that, Melinda. Good morning, Jess. You can definitely be on the list. And you might want to get on this list too. So I want to go to Greece and go to this energy shop, and I want to have a Mamma Mia experience. And now the whole Divine Feminine Healing Collective and anybody who wants to join us is coming. It sounds like a cult, but it's not. We're going to go to Greece and we're going to have a Mamma Mia experience where there's going to be singing and dancing and swimming, and we're going to find a Pierce Brosnan for me. I mean, I don't know what everybody else wants, but I mean, I would take a Colin Firth too, probably. I don't know. Yes, Jess is in too. We've got Jess. How many more people can we get to come with us to Greece? For the last, not a cult, a culture. Oh, I love it. Not a cult, it's a culture. That's perfect. I love it. Jason Momoa. Oh, okay. So if we're actually putting down our call for the person, the character, the actor that we really want, the actor that I want and is top on my list, nobody beats this dude, is Henry Cavill. So I get Henry Cavill, and everybody else can have whoever, and somebody else can have Pierce Brosnan. I'm taking Henry Cavill. Right? Food, water, sun, dancing, singing, it's perfect. But Henry Cavill is mine. That's it. That's all. You can have Jason Momoa, although a good choice there. He's cute. He's cute. All right. So after Mirth is Krista. Krista, this is your card, love. Let's see what clarity we can give you today. Okay. Go the distance in protection mode. All right. I can move you up the list, Sarah, just to make it so that you can have your card before you go, but it'll be after this one. Does that work? Okay. So go the distance for Krista in protection, number 47. In protection. So go the distance in protection. Do you feel as if you've been wandering in the desert now for ages and ages and nothing is happening? When you conjure up the image of the desert, you picture parched lips, sunburned skin, and mirages. But there is more to it than that. Amid the hot sands are creatures with resilient spirits, tough skins, and the willingness to burrow deep underground for water so that they may survive and thrive. This is a time of developing survival skills and resiliency. You are learning how to conserve your strength, and in this temporary time of austerity, it's wise to be selective about where you expend your energy. Listen to the call of your soul because it will never lead you astray. This is an important time for letting go of what's not important. And we can all agree with that, right? We should be following what is important to us, what lights us up, what gives us that spark, right? If you pick up a crystal and you're like, yay, pick up more crystals. If you're like me with the oracle cards and you're like, yay, well then get more oracle cards. or know that that's something that aligns with you and maybe a key to what your purpose is, right? So Sarah, I'm going to pull your card right now so then you can go to your job if everybody's okay with that. That way there she still gets a little bit of clarity before she has to leave. Oh, we're asked for a shirt off again. Woo woo! No. It's not happening. I don't know why they keep asking. They're persistent anyway. The cool thing is I actually could take my shirt off right now because I have a sport bra on underneath. So I'd just be like a girl at the gym that wears a sport bra and pants. All right, Sarah. Good morning, Marie. For fork in the road, Sarah. Plants, crystals. Yep, I love them all. Love them all. That's YouTube. YouTube's turning into an OnlyFans, and they want me to get naked. Fork in the road for Sarah, number 13. So the essential meaning is time to make a decision, considering the consequences as you prepare to act, owning your own obligation to make a necessary choice. Every choice has a consequence. You've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. Will you further your dreams by choosing left or by choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. Circumstances and other people will not make it for you. Be present and do not avoid this junction, for it's an important crossroads. Take heart, as no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. It's so funny. I don't know. I don't know why YouTube, what this Clara Murphy is, what the handle is of the person on YouTube that keeps repeatedly asking me to take my shirt off or get naked. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but it's not happening. It's not happening. I don't get paid when I'm doing these lives. These are free lives. So, I mean, if I'm going to take my clothes off, there'd definitely be payment. Definitely. So that makes sense to you, Sarah. I'm happy. I hope you can join me. I guess today's Friday, so I won't be back for a live until a free live until Monday, but I will probably doing a card exchange for gifts on YouTube sometime, or sorry, on here on the weekend. So bye for now, Sarah. See you again. Okay, so I'm going to cross Sarah off from down the list. We've got Mirth, Krista. So now we're Melinda. Right? Could you imagine? I don't know if you can block on YouTube. I'm not sure how that works. But right, we could get we think about how much money, how many gifts I could get on YouTube if I tried to and it's funny because my Sharma and I talk about that, about how there's a lot of sexualization, right? And people sell their stuff using sex. So it's I'm gonna wear as little clothes as I can, and I'll make sure that I'm all shiny and just and just be there and be so your card reading is, and do this whole thing, and it's I'm not about that. I'm about the knowledge and the information and being actual information, actual value. I don't feel like I need to sell my body to sell the information. I just exactly. They would complain. All right, Melinda, this is your card. All right. Oh, it's this guy right here. Observer for Melinda. And then after Melinda is Linda. So we'll keep it separated. Yeah, right. And I've seen it too. And it's not, I'm glad I have clothes on too. And most of my followers are women. And this person is apparently a woman. At least her name appears to be female. But that's, and exactly, I want good people. I want good people with me because we're going to Greece together. I don't want people that just want to come to Greece with me to see me in a bathing suit. I want people that want to come to Greece with me because they want to sing and dance and they want to have a healing journey, right? We want to be all about good energy. Okay, so I didn't even get to the right number. I just opened up a page. Let's go to the right card for you, Melinda. And your message is observer. Okay. So perspective, objective, neutral observation from a distance. Most people see the world through a personal lens. They closely identify with their feelings and experiences, so much so that they become believed that those are the only reality. There are times when you need distance in order to gain perspective and understand your circumstances from a more neutral vantage point. Now is one of those times in your life. This is the perfect moment for you to begin to do some exploring. Instead of only considering yourself, consider what you need to understand about the conditions, people, and culture and environment you're engaged with now. You'll be so happy you did. Illumination is the miracle you seek and will indeed find. So just giving yourself a little bit different of a perspective. Still asking. Still asking. Would you like to be on the list, my love? Oh, I see. I'm calling in all my people that love to sing. My son and I played karaoke last night. Would you like to be on the list, Marie? Because I didn't put you on the list yet. But if you would like to be on the list, I will put you on the list. So after Melinda is Linda. So Linda, this is your card, love. And you still have to, I don't know, did you book another session yet, Linda? Because if not, make sure that you book another lesson, okay? And Clara on YouTube, who's been asking me to get naked, would you like a card? Maybe it'll give you some clarity. Yeah, perfect. All right, Linda. Sorry, that one was calling me for Linda. And I'm going to write, where did I put my pen? Hiding my pen on my own self. Marie, on the part. Sorry, I was reading a comment and then I realized halfway through that I was like stuck in this position. And I was just like, probably people think that the camera froze on me. And here I am with this silly little look. So your card, Linda, is new life in protection mode. Okay, so let's see what new life, number 39 in protection mode. Okay, love. So 39 in protection. At least you put the question mark on it. Are you sure you don't want a card though, Clara? Like I feel like you could use a card to give you some clarity about why you want to see me naked. So for you, Linda, you must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you might not know something. You are at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. Okay. So with the new life in protection mode, like it's talking in the new life when it's in the upright, it's talking about that whole like new life is here. It's ready for you, right? And you're ready for it. You're ready to take a step into that. With this one here, you're not quite ready to step into that. Like there's something that you need to learn, right? You're in that very, very early learning stage. So it's a pause before going forward. You need to learn. You need to figure out what's going on within this newness of it all, right? So just you're at the beginning of something new, but you're at that learning stage of it, not the embracing the newness stage, if that makes sense. So Alexandria, this card's for you. Maybe be a model for no for artistic purposes. Get in there. So does that make sense, Linda? Is that you need to be learning right now? You need to be educating yourself, getting knowledge about the situation that's this new situation that's in your life. You need to be learning about it and getting and finding knowledge about it, finding out about it. All righty. Alexandria. Which I think that means you need to connect with your teacher. I think you need to check with your teacher. Alexandria. Clean it up. Number 21. She wants me to stand up now. Bottom, bottom, bottom. We'll lower the camera just a little. That's all you get. That's it. That was it. You got like 2 more inches. So Alexandria, let's see what we need to clean up. Okay, love? Number 21, clean it up. So getting to the core of a situation, freedom from a burden, cleaning house, sweeping away what is no longer needed. Ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? Also, too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to other that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you, right? So when we're holding on to that person that isn't our person, energetically, we're tied to them. So we can do these energetic clearings and clear ourselves from those people, or those ruminating thoughts where we're obsessing about like that argument. I should have said this. I should have said this. This is how I should have said it, right? So cleaning up your mental space as well as cleaning up your physical space. If you're holding on to items that are from, say, a toxic ex and a relationship that ended poorly, and you're holding on to the items from that, there's energy within those items that you're holding on to as well. So cleanse yourself. Feel free to get rid of the stuff that doesn't belong to you. And honestly, if you get really good with your intuition, you get to the point where you're like, and it's almost like I feel myself when it's a hard no, where I'm actually like, I just really like pull in. All right. When it's a yes, I'm like it's just like a little kid, right? So if I was to pick up something in my house and I was like, does this resonate with me? I'm trying to think of something that I could pick up nearby that I might actually be able to resonate with. I don't really have a lot. I mean, I have a broken mouse. So I could be like, does this resonate with me? And it's like, nah, right? But if I was to pick up these and be like, does this resonate with me? I'd be like, yes, yes. So that's what you can do with your environment, is when you get in tune with your intuition. And Marcy, you're next. You're next, my love, because we did Sarah earlier. So she got taken off the list already, and we just finished with Alexandria. So yeah, do that with your stuff within your house, not just a message for Alexandria, but for anyone. Good morning, Nellie. How are you? So this is your card, Marcy. All right, see how that's going. And just remember, on TikTok, your job is to tap the screen to get likes, to send the video out wider. That's helpful. For everybody else, comments and likes, that's the way it's at. Comments and likes. Whoa, throwing some cards for you, Marcy. Hi, Joanne. I saw Joanne come in. Hi, Joanne. Marcy, time for a nap. Number 24. Okay. So let's see what our message is. Good morning, Joanne. How are you? Time for a nap, Marcy. Rest, rejuvenation, and renewal. Temporary non-action, allowing dreams to arise. This is a time to step away and rest. Let the cares of your world go. Go into a state of non-action and allow yourself to be free of the shackles of your goals, your lists, your desires. Nothing is as important as rest, detachment, and neutrality. The overly busy mind can block you from inner wisdom if you don't step back, take a seat, and rest. Be willing to let dreams surface and ideas flow through you, absent any force or conscious direction, as you observe without engagement now. So, real time to just rest, right? Just rest and recuperate. Think about the things that are going on in your mind. So, that whole concept about being a human being, so you just have to be, not a human doing. You don't have to always be doing things, right? And when we get that whole the overly busy mind. So one of the ways that I worked on my overthinking was I created a worry time and I scheduled it during the week. So it would be, and I've always said it this way because it used to be mine, 2:00 Tuesday at 2:00, I can worry for an hour. And I can worry as much as I want through that whole entire hour about whatever I want. And you block it in your calendar and you can even call it your worry time if you want. So Tuesday at 2, I had worry time. And then whenever I was worrying outside of that time frame, so if Thursday I was just like obsessing or worrying about something going on, as soon as I caught myself worrying, I'd be like, stop. Now is not the time to worry. You can worry Tuesday at 2. And then I would stop, push that to the side. So that's one way to do it, is to go through and set up a worry time. The other part that I found with, when you're obsessing about the future or the past, is that you're not in the present moment. So I became really obsessed with the present moment. And when I would find myself in that future state or in that past state, I would envision a stop sign coming up in my mind saying stop. And then I would ground into the present moment. I would breathe and I just get really connected with the now. And that pulls you out of those two pools. So there's an idea for getting out of that thought phase, about the over worrying, overthinking. Jess is next. And then after Jess is Marie. And then I have nobody else on the list. Today is just, I guess, because it's Friday, right? People are like, I'm busy on a Friday. I'll have to check and see with my analytics to see which days are busy. There was one day where we had like hundreds of people watching and TikTok was hopping. The most that I've gotten, and I definitely have you on the list, Joanne, the most that I've gotten for likes in one video was 17.7 thousand likes. Hi, Paige. Definitely put you on the list, love. And Nellie, you're on the list too. Yay, look at that. We got a few more. Sounds good. Awesome. Okay, so Jess. What is Jess's card for today? Oh, no, it is that one. All right. Yin in protection mode. Okay. So yeah, just a time for a nap. Nothing big's going to happen. Just rest and renew and come back at it a little bit later. But if you are overthinking, those are some great tips to help you to help you with overthinking. Blah, blah, blah. So I just wanted to take a pause really quick and just say that, for those that don't know, I do have 3 different packages that are available, as well as a standalone oracle card reading. So the standalone oracle card reading is $45. It's a 5-card spread, gives you your spirit guide. It gives you the message that they're trying to give to you. It's giving you what message they've been trying to give, but you haven't been listening to, or you've heard it, but you're just not ready to deal with. How to be open to messages more in the future, plus what life path it's on. So that's 45 Canadian, and it takes between 45 minutes and an hour, depending on, how we get going in our interaction. So that's the standalone thing. But other than that, I have 3 packages. So the one package is an oracle card. It's called the Sacred Journey Oracle Package. And we meet it's a 3-month package. So we meet 6 times in those 3 months on an every other week schedule in an oracle reading session where I pull 5 cards to determine what you need to be focused on for your healing journey. And then I impart my trauma wellness tips, techniques, and helping you to build resiliency, giving you soothing techniques, or giving you advice on how to knowledge on how to overcome something like catastrophizing or whatever. So I go through that whole process. We have those 6 sessions every other week where we're live together doing the 5 cards. And then on the off weeks, so 6 times, I will go through the Oracle deck on the off week, and I will pull your energy, and I will pull a card for you and then give you the message on the week that we're not together. So you get 6 card pulls and you get 6 card readings. If you pay all at once for it, I give you an additional card reading as a bonus for paying for it all up front. Now, there's the second thing that I have is a group format of that same thing, but it's just there's a group of women. I pull the card for all of us to see what we should be focused on healing. And then when I do the guidance pull, it's a guidance card for everybody for the week. And that is at half the price as if you would work with me individually. And then I have my trauma wellness program, which is I've changed it to be where you can, it's just a monthly. It's just a monthly, you pay for 1 month, you stay. If you want to stay for another month, you stay for another month. So it's just a month by month thing. It's not a, how a lot of people are a 6-month package for $3,000 or, whatever amount of money. This is just a monthly fee. So that's available as well. So I figure I better just say those things. Because if I don't sell my stuff, nobody else is going to. I don't have somebody going around going, do, 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 do. Maybe I should. Okay, Jess. Back to you. Yin in protection mode for Jess. Okay. And then after Jess is Marie, then Joanne, then Paige and Nellie. Okay. So that's the order of the cards coming up. And if anyone else comes on and wants a card, I'll get you on the list. But I better put those, that's some boxed cards. Got to get that done. Yeah. And another request to stand up. Ta, 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 ta. No. No. So yin in protection mode, Jess. Do you have trouble receiving? You stop the flow of abundance when you continually insist upon being the giver. You can't always lead, always give, always teach. You must be the student, the open vessel, the one who receives the gift, gesture, or offer in quality measure. Open up and let love, life, abundance, and spirit fill you without demand or expectation. Just receive the bounty that is yours. And I feel like I know, and I'll put you on the list, Kelly. I feel like I know you well enough, Jess, to know that you are definitely somebody that's more of a giver than a receiver. So it might be that time to just step back and be okay with receiving. Wait for people to give to you. Right. I'm the same. It's the same. Yeah. And that's okay. Right. Sometimes you can be, sometimes we can receive just by being willing to receive. It's sometimes a little bit hard. Yeah. That whole asking part, right. For some of us, it is hard to ask for help or ask for assistance. Right. And sometimes it's an essential part of it is to actually vocalize it. But when you vocalize, like when you go and ask for it, like that's an active action. Whereas the act of receiving is more of just being open to it, where someone would come to you and offer it and you would accept. That's the yin energy. The yin energy is someone coming to you and you're like, okay, I will receive what you're offering to me. I accept that. So it's not just being given it or just having it, having no option into it. I love you, Krista. Call us. We'll call later. We'll talk later for sure. So yeah, it's that yin energy is just being open to receiving. Oop, let's not box the cards. Almost. Let's get them back around. I have hair and I do have armpits. Everybody has an armpit. And if you're asking if I have hair on my armpits, sometimes because it grows, but then I shave it. And so then no. This person that wants me to stand up is now asking questions about my body parts. I'm acting like I'm secretly telling TikTok about YouTube. Meanwhile, they can totally see me. All right. So Marie, this is your card, my love. blessed in protection mode. Okay. I don't know why they won't just take a card. I've offered to give them a card. Most people want to get a card. That's why they're here. They want to watch the show because they want a card. They want some clarity, or they want to hear some of the tips and techniques that I share with the cards. I've never had somebody that came on purely just to get me to see me naked or ask about my body. This has been an awesome morning. So blessed in protection mode, Marie. Humility is called for now, as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have hit rock bottom, and what is required now is nothing less than total surrender. Then you will be blessed, right? And they don't believe in card readings. No, they're just here for fun. Oh, something's on my throat. I found something on my throat. So if that makes sense with you, Marie, Spectrum Marie, I hope that you heard that, because you might have popped off and then popped back on again. But humility is called for, as grace is an unearned gift. So to be who, this is one of my favorite lines, to be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did, right? If you do what you did, you get what you got. So if you want something different, you have to do something different. If you get up every day and the first thing that you do when you get up is reach for your phone, shut off the alarm, pick it up, start checking your notifications, go to the bathroom, then go make your coffee, sit down, drink your coffee, and get on with your day is going to, and you do that every single day, well, your day is starting the exact same way as it always did. We're such habitual creatures that when we go to brush our teeth, we'll put our toothpaste on. And if you're right-handed, you go up to the right hand top right. That's where you start brushing your teeth. It's top right. Most of us, right? We have that same pattern. And if we don't change those patterns, then our lives are never going to change. So if you want something different, you have to do something different. That's just the way it goes. You have to do something different. All right, Joanne Graham. Joanne, you're welcome, Marie. Joanne, let's see what gift we can't get for you. Joanne Page Nellie Kelly. Joanne Page Nellie Kelly. That's where we're at now. Okay. And if anyone else shows up and wants a card, you have to let me know to put you on. Am I a hairy private part count? Now they want to know if my private, not just my underarms. Do my underarms have hair? Do I have hair otherwhere? Okay. I need to get back into channeling. Joanne, new life in protection mode. Okay, so let's see what the new life in protection mode. Number 39. Oh, you got an itch. Hang on. Got an itch. Oh, it was a really good itch. Oh, wow. That eyeball just was not happy. Not happy. All right. Protection message. You must acknowledge your inexperience and gently allow yourself to be like the delicate new bud opening. It's okay to admit you may not know something. You are at the beginning of things and haven't yet hit your stride. Be immersed in the newness of it all and don't try to rush the learning process. New life has its own timetable for maturity. Be here now. Life loves you. So it's about being in that new state, in that new exploratory state, but at the beginning, like even before actually going into it, you're at that beginning of where you're learning and getting educated and gaining knowledge. Okay, so that's what this card is talking about, Joanne, is that there's something in your life that you're just starting. It's just a new phase of something. It doesn't have to be the whole thing. It could be even like a job that a new job is coming on the horizon. And because it's a new job, you're in that, you haven't yet started it, but you need to learn about the stuff for that new job. That's what this card is talking about as an example. Okay. So after Joanne is Paige, and then Nellie, and then Kelly. Okay. So there. Paige, and then Nellie and Kelly. You're welcome, Joanne. Hi, Paige. If you want it in a specific area, like if you want it around, I don't know what that even means. If you want it around a specific area like finance, or you want it around personality or whatever, if you want it around something else, just let me know if you want it like around relationships. That's the word I was looking for, was relationships, or if you want it around finance or anything like that, just let me know. Otherwise, I'll just do a general. All right. I've definitely shuffled them enough, Paige. This one's yelling at me. Okay, Paige, this is the third time today. And the funny thing is, somehow it keeps getting flipped around and around. But Paige, in protection mode, it's the same thing. Something new is coming into your life, but you're at the stage of just learning about it, learning about that new thing, gathering knowledge and getting prepared for that newness, like to step into whatever the newness is around. So it could be something like there's a person that's coming into your life that's new, and you're going to be in that state of learning about this new person. Okay. Or a new role is going to come up at work, or a new job, or a new career opportunity, or something new is coming up, but you're just at that state of learning. I find that interesting though, like Linda, Joanne, and Paige, or Marie, yeah, like there was a few of them that's been given to them. Right. So interesting, but yeah, just in that newness. So for a relationship, Nellie, perfect. So I don't know if that makes sense to you, Paige, if you feel like there's something, you will be a new single mom soon. So yeah, you're going to be learning about that role, right? And how there'll be a lot of learning in that stage. So that's what you're at. You're at that newness of the beginning of a stage, but it's the time to be learning about that, to learn the information that you can, that's going to help support you in that new journey. Okay. So that's what it's talking about. It's just getting that information going. All righty. Hi, Jenny Lynn. Good morning. Nice that I see you. And hi, Nikki. How are you, dear? All right, Nellie for relationship. And then after Nellie is Kelly. And then we've got room for more on the list. Okay. But just a few more, because I can't stay too late today. That card got flipped over. Oh, hopefully he does it. Just envision him signing it. Just envision him signing the paperwork and everything going smoothly. You're welcome, Paige. All right, Nellie. Why in protection mode? Well, that's a good sleep in, love. I got up. I slept in a little bit today too. So for Nellie, it's why in protection mode. And Rouhani, yes, I do pull cards for free. I pull cards for free from 9 till 10, typically. Sometimes I go over by a little bit, but if I go over by a lot, it's typically only on TikTok, and that's because TikTok gets just going, and you guys get you're just like the likes are just going, or people are gifting or whatever. And when they start doing that, then it encourages me to stay, and I'll stay longer. And I've stayed as long as 3 hours on TikTok. I've put you on the list, Samantha. And yeah, so anyway, I do stay over longer sometimes, but then other times I have appointments that are following, so I can't stay later. But if I can, I definitely do, depending on the environment. If you guys get it hopping on TikTok, it can get me to stay there. I put you on the list, Rouhani. Perfect. Okay. So Kelly, we're going to read you your why, because your why is in protection mode. So it's really asking you, like, you really need to think about what your why is in the situation, right? So do you have a new relationship? So it could be looking at the why, like, why do you want to, do you feel really aligned or really connected with that person? Does that person seem to, and Leo, you can definitely be on the list. So with your new relationship, is it somebody that you've known for a while? Is it like a new person? Just trying to get, that's where sometimes when you do these quick card pulls, it gets a little bit challenging, because in order to, like, if we were in a one-on-one session, then I'd be at, like, we could ask these questions and we could put them back and forth and really flow through the question, or really flow through the information that's coming up from the Shovik. Why, thank you, Fatima. Nice to see you on here. So thanks, Nelly. The why in protection mode, right? So sometimes subconsciously denying the truth may drive you toward a specific outcome that actually aligns with an intention hidden from your awareness. For example, you may want to be prominent in your profession, but your desire is not really about sharing your talents, but about making yourself feel better, because fame would cause people to admire or approve of you. So it's asking you to really ask the why. Why do you want to be in this relationship? Or why does this person seem appropriate to you? Why does, so it's just really asking yourself the whys for things. Hi, Zanab Ali. I can put you on the list potentially for a question. Okay, so does that make sense to you? Just asking those whys, like really get clear on the why you're asking, even why you're asking the question. Is there something about this person that has a little flag in your mind that you want to ask, or is it just because it's such a new relationship that you're not really certain, and hoping for that clarity? So after Nelly is Kelly. And then after Kelly is Samantha. Okay. I did not want to shuffle. Okay. So Kelly, are you still there, Kelly? You're welcome, Nelly. So yeah, just understand, like, just think about the whys of everything, not necessarily just within the relationship, but we should be reviewing our whys. Why do we do the things we do? A lot of times our whys are built in our belief system too. And if we acquired our belief system from somebody else, from somewhere else, then yeah, Christy, no. Yeah. So there's now somebody on my Facebook that's sending messages to people saying that they've picked up energy of you and a message on your love life, and to request for an instant. Thank you so much, Jenny. Good morning. So if anybody does that to you, like, honestly, if you want clarity, if you want more clarity, Nelly, we can set up an appointment and actually have a reading where I will give you more information. This person that's saying that they feel energy from you and they want to give you, they want to help you out and give you, they've got an information for you. They're going to talk to you, but they're going to ask you for money to give you the information that they're giving you. So you might as well just stick with me, because at least you know me, and I'll give you more clarity if you'd like. All right, Kelly. Co-create. Okay, number 40. So I've hidden the comments from that person, but yeah, anyway, it's an interesting morning. We've got all kinds of things coming on today. Wow. We haven't had any haters. Fatima, you're a little bit later on the list, my dear. You did show up late on the show, so we've got a list that's going. Number 40, co-create for you, Kelly. You may not consider yourself a creative person, but in fact, you are creating your reality every moment of every day via your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, intentions, and actions. Yet you must consider that you do so in partnership with spirit, consciousness, God, or whatever name you call your higher power. You are a spark of this intelligence that works through you, nudging you with inspired thought and intuitive guidance. You are a paintbrush that co-creates a beautiful and unique expression with your own individuality blended with universal spirit. You are a product of divine inspiration, and now you're aligned with it to create miracles. When you view your life as art and know you co-created, only beauty and grace result. Prepare to be amazed. Okay, so beautiful. Yeah, piggybacking is a no-no. I agree. So let me know if that resonates with you, Kelly. But with all of us, we can definitely recognize that our thoughts and our feelings and our emotions, that's how we create our day, we create our life, because our actions are generated out of that. So if something happens and we get really upset, right, then the next moment if we react from that upsetness, so we've taken that emotion and we've made it into an action, then that's going to create our reality, right? That's how we're going to create a different reality, because we reacted. But if we take that emotion and we center ourselves and we balance ourselves and we kind of do some introspection about why do we feel that way? Why are we getting so upset about that? And then we calm ourselves down, then we're going to respond. So then we create the future based on the fact that we've responded. So in that situation, an emotion came in, and depending on how we manage the emotion determines whether or not we react or respond. So that would change the way our future looks, right? That's how we co-create out of our thoughts and emotions. So just really, really awesome clarity for us, right? And definitely. So connect with your sense of higher self, right? Get inspired, do meditation, right? You're so welcome, Kelly. So welcome. All right, Samantha, my love. Hi, Tina. Welcome, new person. Come and enjoy the show. I do oracle card pulls. First, I do a collective reading, and then I pull individual cards for people that request them, typically till 10. But to be fair, I don't know when the last time was I was off right at 10. I think the times when I get off the earliest is when I have something stacked right behind them. But I do card pull. And during the cards, I give the message, but I also give resiliency or soothing techniques or just knowledge surrounding trauma and wellness from all of my stuff, which is a lot of how it would be working with me. How it could be with working with me. All right, Samantha, Ruhini, Leo. And then we have to get off at some point because my son's nicely waiting for me upstairs. Yeah, someone's been doing that. And I have to keep searching through TikTok to see who they are and report them and say that they're pretending to be me, which I guess that's kind of flattering that I have somebody that's pretending to be me. They must think that, I'm really special to want to pretend to be me. Oh, nice. You're in Australia. Well, good day. Good day under there. Good day down under. Something like that. Thank you so much for reporting them. I have no numbers in my name on anything. It's Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy, or Mind, Body, Spirit, Healthy Self, or Tanya Baldwin. So the card I pulled for you was Poised in Protection Mode. Okay. So let's see what Poised in Protection Mode number 48 is for you, Samantha. Yeah. Good morning, Veronica. How are you? Aw, thank you, Jazz. So protection message. Poised. You're not ready to move forward at this time, and that has to be okay. Pretending you know what you're doing works sometimes, but if you adopt a fake it till you make it attitude, it will land you in some muck now. This is not the time to wing it and deliver something half finished. It's okay to postpone things until you are really ready. It's better to disappoint others now than to wish you had later. So you're just not ready. Let's say you've got a project that you've been working on and you're getting ready to launch it. This one here is telling you not yet. Not yet. There's a little bit more work that you have to do on that project before you can go forward. Oh, what bad news did you get, Veronica? If that makes sense to you, Samantha, that there's whatever the question is regarding, you're just not ready to go forward with that. You're welcome. All right, Ruhani. And then after Ruhani, Leo. Okay. And then I might be able to put you on the list, Veronica, but I am definitely not staying too late because, like I said, my son's waiting for me. And I've already went over 10. All right. So, Ruhani, are you still there? Oh, that sucks. They should have flexibility within them. Like when I worked as a, when you work, it's some people don't like the 12s because when you work a 12-hour shift, you have no time afterwards. You might be on the list after Leo, Fatima. Okay. Yeah. So Ruhani, your card is blessed in protection mode. Okay. So let's see what blessed in protection mode, number 22. Okay. But yeah, they should have flexibility because there's some people that want the 8 hours. So they feel like they have a life. Whereas other people, they don't like the 12 because they feel like when you work a shift, like when you work a 12-hour day, you basically, that's all you do for that day. You don't really have a lot of time for you, like that work-life balance as each day, but you get more days to have off. So that's where your work balance, life balance comes in, but not everybody likes it that way. So it's unfortunate. Hello, Emily. Good morning. All right, Ruhani, your protection message for blessed is humility is called for now as grace is an unearned gift. You didn't gain this by your own desires or actions. To be who you need to be, you can no longer do what you did. In a way, you have hit rock bottom, and what is required now is nothing less than total surrender. Then you will be blessed. So just surrender to whatever experience you're having, right? And just decide, who do you need to be to navigate through this situation, right? What do you need to do? Who do you need? How do you have to show up in your day in order for things to go the way that you need them to, right? Like if I want to be, it's that kind of that thing. If I want to be a singer, but I never spend any time singing, how do I plan on becoming a singer? How do I plan on changing my craft? So if I want to be a singer, I have to show up every day and I have to sing. I have to actually practice my instrument, right? It's that same kind of thing that however you want to show up, just make the determination. Who do you want to be, right? We're pretty pliable and changeable, right? If I decide tomorrow that I want to be an athletic person and I just make that decision, I'm going to be an athlete. And then every day I get up and I do things to make myself an athlete. So I go running and I work out and, I do flexible things. I go, maybe take some, get involved in groups, things like that. That's how I become an athlete, but I'm just totally within my capabilities to do so. It's just, what do I want? Right? How do I feel? So yeah, determine what you want and then show up as that. And if it's something that's important to you, then make it important. Make it show up more. Good morning, 11 p.m. Awesome. Hi, Wednesday, Adams. Do you do the dance? Do you watch the show? I didn't even know. I mean, I don't watch the show. I don't really watch TV. I play karaoke on my TV. So this is for you, Leo, this card. But yeah, I saw it on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook or whatever, where somebody did the Wednesday dance. A teacher did, and it was cute. Okay, so for you, Leo, truth be told, number 14. So let's see what truth be told is going to tell us about. Okay. All right. Let's see what number 14, truth be told. I might be able to pop you on the list before we leave. We'll see. Thank you, Fatima. Thank you. So for Leo, if it's not I'll just give you the general. Okay. So truth be told, honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing. And then there is a truth, subjective, according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth, loud and clear, and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than to surrender to what is, peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and spirit will answer with miracles. Right? So people show up in your life and they tell you who they are. We just, a lot of times we don't listen. We try to have them be who we want them to be, or we want them to show up as how they should show up. So, but sometimes we have to just acknowledge that the people that's exactly who they are. They're showing us who they are. They're not going to change, right? The same thing within jobs and roles, right? We can wish that something is going to be more than it is, or wish that's going to be different than it is, and hope all these things are true. But the facts are that sometimes it's just what it is. That job is that job. It's not going to change. The role is that role. It's never going to it's not going to be different. Or, nice. So yeah, right. So just understand the truth of the situation, and that whoever, if you're asking about a person in particular, that person is just showing you who you are. Nice. Can you do the dance though? That's my question. Can we get you on here to do the dance? So I hope that made sense to you, Leo, or that it resonates with you. Okay. Where are we now? So Fatima, all right. Fatima, I'll get you a card, and then you're welcome, Leo. And then we'll see. Okay. Actually. So Fatima, I can't remember. My real name is Zainab Ali. Will I become the editor to the college paper? Will I be able to score A+ grades on my paper? Also, just this man named Feliz. That's a lot of questions for a single card. I'm going to put that out there for you, Fatima. The card that I pulled for you was Fork in the Road. So there's decisions that need to be made here. Okay. So we have, I will from the card that I pulled, number 13, Fork in the Road, we'll see what it tells you in certain areas. Okay. So phase. So you've reached a moment of truth in the evolution. So are you open to it, and are they open to it? Right? Have you expressed your feelings to them? Because it might be time for you to be open about your feelings towards this man. And just be honest and open with them, to give them the opportunity to respond, because they might not be aware of the fact that you do have feelings with it, right? When it comes to the college question, like with the grades and stuff like that, with it, who do you need to become, and what do you need to believe in order to have that become true? Right? Like, so if you want to have those grades, this is what the card's saying is, who do you need to become? So in order to become somebody that gets all-star grades in your paper, you have to be someone that's studious, right? So you have to be willing to do the research. You have to be willing to spend the time to acquire the knowledge. And then you have to take the time to write the paper. And if you want to get really good grades in your paper, and I can tell you this because I was someone who was very academic and did get scholarships and was on the dean's list and the president's list at school. It's about the effort that you put in, right? So if you want to get good grades, then you have to at least put in the effort to get those good grades. And as for becoming the editor of the college paper, it's not really going into that question there. Okay. So those would be the information that I would give you for that, is who do you need to become, right? Who do you need to become to be the person that is going to get good grades, right? Who do you need? So I'll read a little bit of it, right? So who do I need to become, and what do I need to believe in order to live a life of prosperity? Answer honestly and from the heart. Then the decision of which way to go will be effortless. You will know that abundance is all around you. Choose to see it, and it will be easier to settle on a direction. Okay. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. Okay. Now Oh, I had a couple. Where are you, my friend? Where are you? Emily, and then Ren, and then I'm probably going to jump off, guys, okay? Emily, and then Ren. So let's do Emily. Okay. And thank you guys all for the likes and stuff on TikTok. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys on Facebook, even on YouTube with their really crazy questions about me getting naked. I appreciate you too for showing up and interacting with my live. I appreciate that. Happy Friday. Okay. Flexible, Emily. So Emily's card is flexible, number 19. So a tree's root, let's try with that, with reversing that. A tree's roots, not a true's roots. Lovely. I hope to see you next time too, Tina. I'm on 9 a.m. till 10 a.m. Monday to Friday Eastern, and tend to stay over a little bit because it's already 10:20. So a tree's roots are solidly planted in the ground, yet its branches can bend in a hurricane. Whereas a rigid structure, like a building, would come crashing down. Consider how the tree remains supple and secure when everything around it may be in shambles. This is how you need to be right now, willing to learn new things, teachable, malleable, yet firmly grounded in who you are. Common sense is important, but so is an open mind. Stay curious, stay open, stay aware. At this time, others will be more flexible with you too. I love it when it's like, that's on point. Yeah, I've been too rigid. I definitely need to be more flexible. And when you're more flexible, other people can be more flexible with you too. So it'll be that nice balance back and forth. Love to you, Tina. Okay, Ren, if you're still there, I'll pull a card for you. And if you're not there, Ren, then I will give Ren's card to Tanya. All right, but this will be my last card. Okay. So let's see. Let's see if Ren pops up, and if Ren doesn't pop up, then Tanya, you asked about getting a reading because you want to know if you're on the right track. I'll pull a card for you. All right. Well, since I'm waiting, and I'm going to do you. I'm going to do you, Tanya. I'm hoping that I'm saying that even relatively correct. And I'll do Ren too. Okay, so we're getting two cards. We'll get Ren and Tanya because that's the way it went. So we'll do Ren first because Ren was on the list first. So we'll do Ren right now, and then we'll do you, okay? Tanya, we'll give you your sign. But first, Ren. Tanya. Okay, perfect. Names are important to me, so I try. So this is for Ren. So Ren, clean it up. Number 21. So let's see. And then we'll do Tanya, and then I'm out for the day. So, ever feel so bogged down with emotional gunk that you can't think straight? Could you be surrounded by physical clutter in your home? Too much work, overwhelmed, time to clean house. Every item out of place natters away at you. Every unresolved resentment, every comparison to other that leads to a sense of lack takes up energetic space. Every unpaid bill just adds up to unnecessary feeling of being overwhelmed. Now is the time to free yourself by energetically cleaning house. Just do it. Make room for the miracles that are lining up for you. So this is a time for you to go through and, really pick up something in your house and be like, how does this feel to, does this still align to me? Is this still something that I like? I mean, this is something that I love. So when I pick this up, I'm like, do I like this? I'm like, I love this cup. Right. But if I picked up this, which is a part of a broken stand, right? If I pick this up, I'd be like, no, it doesn't, there's no feeling to this. It's junk. I got to get rid of it, right? So you can go through that kind of situation with your physical stuff, but also go through your mind and what stuff are you thinking about, or what, how are you, maybe some of the beliefs that you could let go of, right? So yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, Ren. Love you. I hope to see you again soon, and I'm sure I shall. All righty. Tanya, right track. Okay. And hi, Alex. How are you today? You came on late. I'm just about ready to shut down the show. I was telling Tanya it was the last one, that he was the last one, or she was last one. They were the last one. We can go with a they, because it's Tanya. Tanya. All right. Let's see what our message is. Really want to feel for this one. I've gotten this one a few times. You were at a meeting? Truth be told, again, truth be told, number 14. We've gotten, there's some repeated cards today. I think the group that all came in today was, we all had that same little bit of vibe to us because these cards were very similar. So this is the message that I gave before. So you were looking at wanting to know if you're on the right track, right? And if you needed to cut someone off. So in the relationship, okay, I'll talk about the relationship portion of this card today. People will tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back. Speak your truth and listen. And when it comes to prosperity, are you willing to do whatever it takes to experience the prosperous life you desire? If you want to be an artist, do you make your art a priority? If you want to be a healer, do you set time aside to learn new things to help you serve? A writer must write, a singer must sing. Being true to your calling is essential to your moving forward. There's another oracle message here too. It's time to have a look at the true, real, honest truth about your thoughts, feelings, beliefs, and about prosperity, about your relationship to money, to compensation, and to meaningful work. Ask yourself, what is true for me? And you will find the key to abundance. So really, really good message there for you, Tanya. Okay. A really good message for you. Okay. And we can all do that. We should all have routinely have integrity check-ins for our stuff, right? Does the stuff that I believe still align with my values, or have my values shifted? Did this belief, was that something that I acquired from a parent or from a caregiver, from my school, from a teacher? And does that still resonate with who I am? Or does it still help me, right? If I believe that money is the source of all evil, does that help me in my life, or does that hinder me? Well, that would hinder me in my life, because then I'm going to have this opposing energy against money. Money is energy, the same as all of these things are energy too. Me, this, they're all different, and they're all energy. So I'm okay with energy. It's the intention behind what you're going to do with the money that would change the way the money is, or how good the money is. All right. And that, I think that's a great card for you. And Alex, just because you show up all the time, I pulled a card for you, but this is in fact the last card. Okay, Alex? Just because you're always here, so you get the last card. So this card reminds you that you are more than a person trying to get ahead and make things happen for yourself and others. You have an immortal soul and are gifted with a human life through which the higher power can express itself. At this time, you need to be conscious of your connection to spirit and foster it through prayer and meditation. Ask, what is the highest good for all, and how can I serve? Then get out of your own way and trust that there is a plan for your life more wondrous than you can ever know. You are always protected and divinely directed. Right? So can reconnect with that connection with your higher power, with spirit. So meditate, pray, go internal and become introspective, right? Align yourself. We get inspired. Inspired is in spirit, right? That's where inspired come from, is that connection to spirit. And when you think about like everything we think is created into something, right? We are creators. We are absolutely creators. Our thoughts, we turn into actual substance. So this was a thought in someone's head. This was a thought in someone's head. This was a thought in someone's head, right? But it's that connection to being inspired with spirit that's going to bring through some really amazing things for you. So do some prayer, do some meditation, get connected with that higher spirit and really just what is true for you? What makes sense for you? What is it that, how do you want to show up in your life? And what kind of life do you want to show up for you? And then go out and get it. Go out and do it. Go out and get it. You've got it. All right. Well, anyone that wants a reading with me, you can always sign up to have an actual individual reading. It would be you and me in video, and we go through 5 cards minimum. And then you also get all of my intuitive plus my guidance from all the trauma wellness thing. So I love you. Love you, love you. You have an amazing day. Thank you so much, Melinda. I look forward to seeing you again. Some point over the weekend, I will be on TikTok doing card pulls, but they will be a gift exchange card pull. Because if I'm working on the weekend, I need to be making a little bit. And when you think about it, like I think roses, I don't even know if a rose is like a penny. So just to give you an idea of that, I work for pennies. I do. So on the weekend, I'll come on and I'll do it for a gift exchange. We'll see how big we can get it. Maybe we can get over 17,000 likes than we did, like more than we did last time. So we'll see. And lovely Inooks, I'm heading off for today. I've been on for an hour and a half now, and my son is here. So I will be doing cards. Maybe on Saturday or Sunday, I'll come on for cards, but you can always connect with me to have an actual reading, or you can connect with me if you want to work on your mental health or trauma. And I have a couple of different ways that I can do that. And one of them is a collaboration between my trauma, wellness, my lived experience, my nursing, all my education is given to you through Oracle card pulls as a guide to our healing journey. So connect with me if you want to know more about any of the stuff that I offer, or if you want to have an individual session, group session, or anything else. But I love you guys, and thank you so much, and have a wonderful Friday. Wonderful Friday. Bye, guys. Get that button. There we go. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Love you. Have a wonderful day.